He literally is calling me from a hospital phone, so I believe him, and it sounds like.
And he told you basically everything, or you don't even know what they told him?
I don't know everything. I don't know everything. All I know is.
You know, I don't believe in big pharma at all.
Yeah.
Like zero.
I guess he said that they're legit. Like, I guess he's some drug you take and it lasts for like a month. Some sort of downer, it must be, right?
Oh, the coronavirus shot.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, I'm not there, but I'm telling you when I'm telling you this story, I'm like, he literally is calling me from a hospital phone, so I believe him, and it sounds like.
And he told you basically everything, or you don't even know what they told him?
I don't know everything. I don't know everything. All I know is he said he had a psychotic break, and that he had to stay for more time. Otherwise, there's something with Miami PD pressing.
Okay, I don't get it. I don't get this at all. How did he have a psychotic break when I watched the stream and he kind of did what my buddies would do, what I would do? Like if I feel like, let's say I usually don't call the cops because I'm worried, like, you know, they'll take me away. But the guy's been doxxed for weeks, right?
Yeah.
People trying to fight him, jump in, throw shit at him. His address is leaking at every hotel, and he's not sleeping, just fucking going hard. How the fuck is Fousey in the wrong for being paranoid when the guy's talking about his mother, right? Remember that call?
Yeah, because I was streaming at the time on Twitch, and someone said, go watch this thing. And it was a video of this guy you're talking about, the one who doxed him.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole video, and he's like talking to Fousey, and he's like saying all this weird, like, should we do this to him or should we do that to him?
To me,
I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I just imagined if he did that to me, if I wasn't sleeping, going hard, and being doxxed for weeks and paranoid.
And also Fousey told me on the phone he hadn't slept for like a couple days, and he also wasn't taking his medication.
I don't really think that's a big factor.
That's what he told me. I'm just saying, I want to make sure.
The whole internet's like, it's the medication. I don't think that's a big factor, because if I picked up that call and he mentioned my mother, I'd be like, okay, chances are this is just a prank. I'm not taking chances with my mother. Let's go to war, bitch.
I know.
And so Fousey did everything correct.
Yeah, except I guess the way he was treating the cops, right? Because like you can't.
No, those cops. He gave them the address. They didn't listen. And another thing, right at the peak of Fousey's, it wasn't delusion. That paranoia. Imagine if Fousey was, let's say, no medication, just a regular sober woman. Imagine a sober woman being doxxed for weeks and all that bad stuff happening to her. And then she gets a call about her family. It's like a threat. That's the tone. And then her security guard, Fousey's security guard, said, I don't know the address to this hotel. And Fousey freaked out. He's like, what the fuck? Do you not know the address? Who the fuck wouldn't? I've worked security detail for 5 years, French Montana, celebrities. If someone asked me, Zherka, what's the address, in like a kind of like a panicky situation, I would, if I didn't have it, I would get it. But he literally says, I don't know the address here. As in, I'm not helping you, Fousey. And then Fousey lost his shit because he's like, oh my God, I can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to remember, the doxing doesn't happen from the internet. It happens from always someone inside your group. So there'll be like an entourage of people. One defector gives your address to like some haters of yours who put it on Reddit. So it always feels like it's coming from internal. So Fousey's paranoia, when the whole internet made him out to be like he's seeing demons, it looked
merited.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only part I didn't like is when he said, there's a gun in my head.
I guess, was he trying to get them there faster?
But how many many adults have lied? Oh, my leg hurts, to the paramedics, so they actually come on time instead of wait 2 fucking hours.
That's true.
Humans lie all the time. And my issue was, I thought he was going to go wait outside. Because if you say there's a gun in my head, dude, Fousey could twitch and they could blow his brains out walking in, right?
Came in, yeah.
And you've seen American cops, they just shoot. They just shoot at anything.
Fucking crazy.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, I think obviously he's going to come out at some point, and then he said he wanted to come on the pod, talk about it. So I get all the details, but he's saying that he still has the deal. And you were saying that Aiden said he didn't have the deal?
Yeah, he didn't win on TikTok, said he doesn't have a deal anymore. He lost it.
So you think
I
Aiden
would believe Aiden over Fousey right now.
Yeah?
Because Fousey probably is worried about his business. So he's like, I want them to wait for me, so I'm going to tell them the good news. Fousey, you don't got to tell us good news. You've solidified your, like, is Fousey ever going to be forgotten? The guy recovered after like
Bro, this is
That recovery
this is an interesting topic.
that recovery was filling stadiums,
Bro.
And I felt guilty because I thought he was like gay and doing all this crazy shit. So I attacked him. Do you remember when I just started? I said, "You're a basket case, rehab story, all that."
I saw that.
I attacked the shit out of him, and he was peaking in views, and all my friends ran to suck him off and abandon me. I don't want to say names.
Who?
Who do you think? All right, we're not doing this.
Sneeko?
I only have one friend. Sneeko fucking Fousey asked him, "Are you friends with Zherka?" And he was asking in a way like, "Should I come over or are you friends with Zherka?" You know how influencers do that? And he says, "Well, I mean, not really."
Wait, where'd you see it? Was that on a stream?
Yeah, and check it out. If he did that offline, I wouldn't care. But my chat spamming. Betrayal again. Betrayal number 4. And I'm like, yo, guys, pretend it didn't happen.
But you are a little crazy, bro. You're a little crazy.
I've never abandoned a friend on
I get it.
the internet. Like, one friend I had, Slicker, my mom is in trouble, medical issues, and let me tell you the story, John. No, don't tell me the story. I was broke, but I was working a lot of hours. I gave him $10,000. Turns out he said that story to 50 other streamers. You know this story, right?
Yeah, you said it.
He stole $350,000. And
guy's
unfortunately, it wasn't just from Pokemon. He took from everyone.
That guy sucks.
But check it out. Go look in the history. His first day on that podcast that he grew from with me, we were platformed on the same. We were literally started the internet the same day. He went from minimum wage. I went from minimum wage into that life. He had only one friend, Zherka. I only had Slicker. And when I found out he took 10 bans, imagine 4 years of friendship. And he abandoned me for years, but I didn't tell people because it's like, I thought dad's coming home. He's like this big. Yeah. So, and everyone on Twitch would laugh at me because I remember getting DMs of like, hey, maybe we should, this is how people on Twitch used to talk about me. Maybe we should invite Zherka. Because they thought I was going to like off myself that I had no friends for 4 years. And my only friend never chills with me because he's so good at leeching and all that, like social climbing. And then the one friend, that Iraqi, the Slicker.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm so used to being solo. So I said to Sneeko, I said to Martyn, I said to everyone I met, look, I don't even believe in friendship. Like as an adult, you have coworkers. That's it, right? If you have friends, that's your high school buddies and you're going nowhere fast. But now a lot of people hated me for this because there was like 4 big influencers who came out and like cornered me on live to see if I'm telling the truth. And they did this to me. Zherka.
About the money?
No, about this. Zherka, am I your friend? And so I'm preaching that men shouldn't have friends. So all 4 of my friends, I said, no, in front of all chat and shit. And people were like, Zherka's the worst businessman. Because, it's social. It's you got to cross-pollinate viewership, right? Yeah, you got a network. This social media, and I'm antisocial. But the antisocial thing was so good because I couldn't have friends because of just like, if this thing's not on and we were roommates, you would never see me. I'd be in my room. Like, ask anyone.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's kind of like me, dude.
Even the maid.
Fuck.
I don't even want to talk to the maid. I give her extra money so she just leaves me alone. Like, if I walk, I live at their Panda's house, right? If I walk to the bathroom, I look at my feet and I pretend no one's in the house. And if someone goes, hey, John, I go, no. That's how much of my time I preserve. Like, I really like my personal time.
Yeah.
But because I work like fucking 12, 14 hours a day. But anyways, that betrayal with Slicker made me realize this industry should just be business, not really friends. And then Sneeko's community said, that's cold. But I got burned bad. And by a lot of people that I don't mention. But this industry is snake filled, bro. What the fuck? And you know what's funny? All the content the internet's missing is if influencers just fucking ratted on each other. Your favorite YouTubers. Your favorite. That's why I love Fousey as the chaotic. Because Fousey can, don't worry, I'll never tell your secret. And then Fousey goes manic and goes, she actually murdered a squirrel and enjoyed it. And we need that. It's like Trump, like that chaotic force, just like it does damage, but we need truth.
We need him back, bro. We need him back so bad.
That's criminal. 30 days extra.
I don't know obviously I don't know the exact details. I got to talk to him about it, but he made it sound like it was going to be another 30 days.
You want to know how disgusting I am? The whole time you're talking about Fousey, instead of me being worried about him, I'm thinking of how many views I'd get. I swear to God, if I strung him out. I'm
knew
thinking,
you were going there.
and in
Hold
my
on.
head, Bradley kept appearing and disappearing. Because in my head, I'd be like, no, don't ask Bradley. He would never come.
Yeah.
But maybe. And then I'd see him with a fucking shovel. No. And you kept flashing my head. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even worried about my own. And here's the thing. All of those guys who went after licking Fousey's ass for the clout were shook that I called him gay when he's like peaking in views. Then when he slapped the child, I said, you are my Messiah. I almost let go of Jesus Christ. Dude, he slapped a child. That's my dream job. And no, he didn't slap a child. He slapped a child in front of stadiums.
Yeah.
And they cheered. Wow. The child's dad couldn't stop it. The bodyguards couldn't stop. Nobody could stop that slap from happening. And I swear to God, the Holy Spirit
And
went
you were
in
like,
his
I
hand.
found him.
No, because I swear, this is going to sound like comedy. This part's not comedy. Every commenter, the condescending comments and all those kind of like, they take like, you know, like low,
The jabs.
low blows,
Yeah.
Millions of comments telling you, yourself for years, and he's thinking of doing it. That child would have been in that comment. You know that fucking YouTuber, that his style, how he likes to fuck with people, he would have been typing to Fousey. Even if he didn't, the fact that he could do it and I couldn't means the Holy Spirit guided Fousey's Muslim hand and slapped. Bro, I don't promote violence. Fuck it, I promote violence, yo.
Yes.
This is super fucking fentanyl, bros. Look at this. Did it not?
You're bro, you're killing me right now. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. This is good. Hold on.
Fousey's gonna be my Luigi.
Bro, I love. Is that the get up? Bro, I'm so glad you said this shit's funny. I'm so glad you talked about that. Just that kind of like, because this is part of the reason why Fousey has, and obviously it's tough because we can't, and people watching, we can't dictate how people act and react to this shit. But Fousey has had so many.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I gotta say one thing.
Go, yeah.
There's one part that I couldn't defend Fousey on. Did you see the clip for it? He looked at the little child's supercars and he was so fucking jealous and angry.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna slap this shit.
Before it happened.
Yeah. So I'm trying to justify it because I love Fousey. And people are like, Zherka's cloud chasing. Zherka's the only one who, like, I attacked everything. Everything.
I heard it.
Was it cloud chasing? When you look at the timeline, I didn't know if Fousey was at 40,000, 20,000, 70,000 viewers because I just pressed full screen on him slapping the kid on replay. Do you believe I became a Fousey fan because of his viewer count or because I like to see children get slapped?
I mean,
I don't like to, I'm not encouraging it, but if it happens, I'm going to eat the popcorn.
But he's also not a child. He's probably like 20 or something, right?
That's the best part.
He's
is
like
that
nice.
He looks
How old
like
is
a
he?
child. It looked like a Muslim dad.
How old is he?
It looked like a Muslim dad entering a white boy's home
And smacking the shit out of him.
smacking the racism out of him. And yo, you know what's funny? There was that look in his eyes where he's like, I need to pay my security more. Like security was like,
yeah. The Doherty guy.
I don't know. No, the child security would leave vacuums for him to get hurt.
Well,
He's
didn't
a
he say before
content
he did
machine.
it? Before he said it, before he did it, he was like, wasn't he like, you're lucky I'm like friends with your bodyguards or something like that? Wasn't he yelling that? That's when he like yelled at him. So maybe that's why there was room because they were like,
No, because I've been security. Do you know why there was room? When you're on your feet all day, sometimes you get bored. They literally let it happen. Yeah, because think about it, man.
They saw the water.
I can't tell you.
But I think they let it happen for content, though, bro.
Yeah, but no. I think
There's gotta be
the
a degree
content
of
is
that.
pushing. Slapping isn't a part of the script. Fousey's just that good of an actor. He's like a fucking Tom Cruise. He took it to the
I don't
next
think
level.
but I don't think he's really acting.
Fousey?
Yeah, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yo, what kind of lawyer are you?
I mean,
That was Fousey's best performance. Remember when he pretended to be jealous about the Lamborghinis?
you're funny.
You gotta watch the clip where he goes, "So those are your cars? Yeah? Yeah, is it? What do you do with the girls? You just fuck them. You fuck them or they leave the house, and all the anger.
I didn't see this
I
clip.
love supercars, and I
didn't
was
see this
jealous, so he was speaking for me.
Yo!
I'm telling the truth, bro. The truth is
Yo,
is
hold on.
important.
Do you think the internet? Do you think it's ever gonna change where people just don't completely attack people like that?
Bro.
Or never. I'm not talking about Fousey attacking the Doherty kid. I'm talking about comments, because like that's what I was trying to go after earlier. Was like Yusuf has had the most tumultuous up and down I've ever seen, and like people at this point, part of his like character, it seems, is like to be a punching bag. You know what I'm saying? The comments are always like, "Oh, you're just gonna fucking blow up again. Like it's gonna blow. It's gonna be a problem again." Do you think people ever like?
I'll tell you this. You're not gonna like it though. You're gonna hate what I'm gonna say, but
Go ahead.
I think Fousey psychically has changed forever, Brad. To think about it, every child's face he sees is a lottery button.
No.
70, 100,000 views. You know how addictive that is?
No.
You know how addicted?
He's not just gonna go around smacking kids now.
No,
bro.
I'm not saying he's gonna smack kids. I'm saying the impulse is gonna think about that viewer count. Imagine Fousey getting ice cream and a little child that looks just like that little white boy walks up. See, the viewer count just, he's not going to do it, but the viewer count would be like, I wonder if he's having a bad day.
Yeah.
And so they tune in to see, like, is Fousey going to snap?
Is he gonna smack this kid?
And check it out. This wasn't a comedy bit, this part where I said, to me, I watched Fousey's Twitch with Ahmed Abrizi where he was super depressed and he was just very transparent. So it was like, I don't know, I really liked him, right? But this is the only stream I'd watch because for some reason,
a long time ago.
yeah, like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But for some reason, if someone gets on the microphone and spills their depression, nobody likes to hear it because they're always lying. But when Fousey would do it, I swear, it was so naked the way he spoke. It was so ugly. Like it made him look so stupid, ugly, all that. So I knew it was real, like he's telling the truth. And he was sober for like months and months. Like you could see it, the calm. And I was like, I watch him to clown him in my head. That's what comedians do. Like we just, like when I watch Logan, anyone, I just clown them, right? You need to give me more material. I can't clown you for anything. Like what's your flaw, bro?
What do you mean?
I feel like you have like a skeleton in your closet. I feel like you're going to slap a child one day.
No. I would
That
never.
would, imagine your viewer count.
Shit would go crazy, right?
Imagine you injecting Trent and then
No, Trent is not it, man.
yeah, you'd take some D-ball for that kid. But yo, check it out. What was I saying? Oh, for Fousey, right?
Yeah, when you saw him with Breezy and all
So
that.
I know him from all that content, and this is the first live stream I watched. And I watch it to make fun of him. I text my brother as I make, like I'm building my energy, and then I go live with that energy. But I stopped because he started being very relatable. Because sometimes I get on a microphone and I go, if I'm really a badass, I'll just tell everything that's in my heart. They're going to say, they're going to make fun of it. They're going to stab it. But then if you're a badass, you just fucking push it off you. That's a horrible system for streaming because every day for years of my live stream, I would go to bed saying, why did I tell them that? Why did I tell them that? For years, all that stress. But there was a breaking point where nothing chat comment sections can say bothers me, but I don't think most humans should do what I did. A lot of girls on Twitch quit for months if they read bad comments and stuff. And I don't think people should read bad comments, but I'm like, I took live streaming is like, even if you're just sitting there chilling, it's like little daggers in you. Because it's like your conscience talking to you, right? Why didn't you shave? You didn't shower. And you go, I didn't shower.
You're talking about the random comments.
Yeah. And so like it adds up. So I'm like, how the fuck did millions of people, they're reminding him what he needs to work on. It's like, you're fat, you're this, you're... So he's thinking about harming himself. He's like, dude, I'm closed out in every angle. I can't breathe. I'm suffocating. I was like, when is Fousey's gonna give me that release? Just pop off so I can not worry about you, right? He never popped off for a year. And I stopped watching, I forgot. And I always thought, I'm like, what happened to that guy? He did the boxing and then he disappeared. And in my head, I'm thinking, all that torment he got with no release, no mental breakdown,
finally got
nothing.
it.
When he slapped that little child, that white boy,
He's not a child.
I swear it's not comedy right now.
You keep
It
saying
felt,
child.
it felt 0% wrong. The first time in my life.
Like it was
'Cause,
warranted.
dude, I'm the kind of guy that if you have 10 pounds over me in a fight or him in a fight, I go, oh, well, that's a little unfair. Fousey has like 70 pounds on that kid. It was the most fair fight I've ever seen in my life. Kid has Lamborghinis and
Why?
shit.
Why?
Because the kid was, think of it through Fousey's lens. The kid represents all the keyboards typing, encouraging him to jump. And I swear, if you put that kid on a lie detector, and you said, "Hey, what's his name?"
Jack Doherty.
Jack what?
Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty.
I believe so, yeah.
If Jack Doherty got on a lie detector and they asked him, let's do Zherka first. Zherka, we're gonna test for deception right now. Okay. Have you ever kissed a man? No, take it off. Yo, but you know why
kissed the man? Have you
no,
ever kissed-
but I did at TwitchCon with some fat, ugly drunk who tried to do one of those.
Oh shit! You didn't hit him? You got TwitchCon. Couldn't.
A lot of bands came from I destroyed. Anyways, then I destroyed his life. Like he's not. I did literally. He's
He's
dead,
what?
dead.
He's
I didn't kill him.
He's not alive.
He jumped. He killed himself.
That guy
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah. Like a year later,
wow.
because of the stuff I was texting him.
Texting.
Yeah, I was typing.
So you killed a man.
No, I just kept sending bubbles saying jump for 1 year straight.
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Wait a sec.
And it was green.
Wait,
green
wait,
text. It was green text.
So
too.
he had an Android?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I think he jumped with it in his pocket.
Definitely, if he had an Android,
But
that
check it
makes
out.
sense.
If
Wait, is this guy really dead?
if he's not, I don't know where he's at. Jump! Are we allowed to do that?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
That was a fake story. So I told a ghost to jump.
Got it. Bang. You should just hit him, bro. Instead of the,
But you have the same problem as me. If you hit someone, the cops come, it's not the same process as them hitting someone. You know it's not.
It's different.
It's literally manslaughter. Even if you don't hurt them that bad, they just look at the size difference. And I've been in a lot of trouble. If someone's smaller, I've never fought someone smaller unless it was like, fuck you. But it's never.
You mushed him.
Yeah. Now at work I have, right? Like when you give them warnings, step away from the rope, step away from the rope. Fuck it, I'm cracking this 5'2". I've never hit 5'2". I'm going to crack that cherry. And I swear it feels better when you have absolute
Autonomy.
power over them. Because you go, no UFC fighter has felt this because we're 89 pounds different. This
here
is
we
a
go.
catch weight.
Here we go.
Yeah. But check it out. If they ask that, Zherka, we're testing for deception right now. Have you ever typed to someone, go yourself in the comments? No. And I'd score perfectly honest. Unless you ask me, have you said it? Right? Then, yeah, we've all said it, right? Maybe as jokes and stuff. But now look at this. If you ask Jack Doherty, if they asked him on a lie detector, have you ever told someone yourself? Again, and they keep asking the question and peeling the onion. I bet that kid has sent thousands of messages. Those types of kids who are like, they got all the money, but they can't fuck bitches because their bitches don't respect them. So they just hover around the fucking house, right? God. I swear every YouTuber kid that's 19, but they look like very young, all their girls have cheated with me. Dude.
Yo, you looked me dead in the eyes and said that
You know I'm not lying. You know me well.
I believe you. That's funny.
You know why you believe me?
I
Because
believe
you've had some of them too. All the big jack YouTubers, fuck, bro. If you have 100,000 subs on YouTube and you're a Chad, you can fuck 10 million subscriber counts up.
bro.
Like these little children who are like, hey, do you want to play Super Smash Bros? With their bro? You're 19 playing video games. No, fucking verbally abuse her. Do something she wants to do.
Verbally abuse
Yeah, turn her on. But now check it out. A lot of people aren't going to understand unless they watch the Twitch streams with A Breezy and Fousey. When he slapped him, I hate unfairness, but there was something so relatable where it's like, years of pain released. Like, I finally got the episode. I thought it was going to be a therapy stream with Dr. K or something. I wanted to see crying, screaming, something, just release. Because I'm like, there's no way he's fucking going through this. And when he would leak his depression, it was always to be continued energy, because as he's going to the dark place, his stupid fucking influencer buddies would be like, hey, your pizza's here, and would interrupt him. And he'd be like this. Fousey was so polite when he's sober, especially. Actually, both Fouseys are polite. Both alter egos. So all of his friends on the streams would interrupt him spilling. And I'd be like, what the fuck? It was just getting to the fucking place he needs to release. Oh, they're not listening. They don't care. And it's not that they don't care. Like, they have Zoomer brain, ADHD. Even the guys my age are just, they don't have that intuitive thing where it's like you and I at a party, a girl doesn't have to be crying, but you and I would be like, oh, she's about to. We could just sense it. A lot of these young guys can't. So they make her cry and blah, blah, blah. Which is kind of hot when they cry. But yo, check it out.
Dude, you're sick.
I am.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know, my ex, she was a streamer. When she was trying to cancel me when I broke up with her.
Someone told me to go watch her stream when I was streaming once, and then like they told me her name.
Don't you ever go in there.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. Some people were like, go in this girl's stream, and I was like, ooh.
You know her?
No, I don't know her.
You fucked her.
No, I didn't.
Do it, please.
I
want to live through
They
it.
literally were like, go in the stream, and then I went, but I just looked at it, but I didn't pull it on the screen
Is
yet.
this like years ago?
No, this was like recently. This was like last month. And then I was gonna jump in there like no,
streaming though,
or 2 months ago. I don't know. No, it was recent.
yeah.
It was
2
recent.
months ago.
2 months maybe.
Okay.
And then everyone else is like, no, don't do it. Like Zherka's gonna be so mad. And then
No, I wouldn't be mad at all, because if you just did a little research, it started like as just a content relationship. And I'm not saying that to cope, because after she didn't rat on me for almost 4 years, we could have done with the police and stuff. Then I was deeply.
Wait, with the police?
Didn't I tell you this story last time?
About the police?
Yeah, like why we broke up, her and I. It was like a whole police thing.
I don't think you went over this.
Okay, long story short,
Yeah.
right? I G7'd the bitch. I'm kidding. Don't kick me out. No, it's not like that.
Oh my God, okay.
No. I would never say that live. Right?
Obviously.
We've got a lot of catching up to do
Yeah.
offline. But check it out. And I don't want to run from the Fousey thing.
Yeah, we go back to it.
Nobody knows how to deal with a depressed human. And a lot of therapists are horrible. And this depressed Fousey would stream 8 hours. And Ahmed would be like the guy, come on, you could keep going, like pushing him. Very good friend. But the IQ of the people around him, or maybe EQ if you believe in that shit, they just couldn't pick up. And then I realized the chat couldn't pick up. The only person who could pick up, dude, I'm just like Fousey when I have those kind of the mania, right? You've seen me on those clips. It's kind of identical. Even the fucking when I do like the hand talking, he does. It's like I don't know. He reminds me of me. So, like a pathetic version. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's funny.
I love Fousey. When he hit that kid, I was shocked that I was like, that is the season finale of his depression. But I knew there's going to be more, because when you get that release of finally the world's telling me to myself for years, fuck you.
Then you go,
And then, no, after the fuck you realize, now what? And that's when you start spiraling, right? Because you have the release, but it's not like a.
well, I think it's when it makes you go harder. I think that's when you like realize, oh wait, I can fucking do this shit. And then, because that's what it looked like. Like after that, it's just like, obviously view count, everything, and then it just got even crazier.
Why I'm hammering this nail into the coffin, it's not like I want to collab with Fousey or any of that. So I have a lot of stuff I'm doing. Fousey's going to come back and watch so much content and critique that there's no golden nugget to that episode, meaning he'll always live in fear. But if he sees that last episode of his like freakouts, that's the last episode, you're done. The world got you got the world back. If he can draw something positive out of that, he can go forward. But if he comes back and just reads, you're crazy, you're this, you're that, if it's all negative, his next climb will be so foggy. He'll be like, what do I have to do? Right? If it's the last episode, though, his next climb, he could be like, oh, I'm about to hit a kid. Stop. That was the last episode. We never do that again. But if he has no closure, psychic closure, does it anything? Am I making sense to anyone?
yeah.
Why are you all looking at me like that?
No, I'm just letting you finish.
I think if Fousey just looks his soul in the mirror and says, never again. But then he collabs with me. And if he doesn't slap a kid, Luigi doesn't have to. I'm right here.
Mario's going to do it.
Because let me tell you something. Would it be the worst thing in the world if I slapped a 19-year-old kid? It's an adult. They could go to war at 19.
He can go to war at 18.
What would happen if I did that? Because like a lot of them run their mouth to me online.
I don't know. Nothing.
You know what it is?
You're talking about open fist?
What did
Slap.
Fousey do? He did slap.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And he licked it.
Did he lick his hand for real? No, he didn't.
So, yeah. He said, I slapped the dog shit out of you.
I saw it, but he didn't lick it. He licked his hand?
No, he didn't just lick it. He licked it like it was some fucking or something. Like he was horny. He's like this.
He needed that shit.
He was carnage, right?
But so here's the thing. Do you think, like, and I was trying to talk about this earlier, like, are people ever going to get away from this, like, negative shit, or is just going to get worse? Like, this streaming stuff is going so crazy now. Like, you notice Aiden is now going, like, IRL stuff, going outside. Like, I think streaming itself is going to get crazier, and I think a lot more people are going to try to jump into it. And then I also think, like, with that happening, there's going to be more of this sort of, like, obviously, like, the doxing shit, but just in general, just, like, the negativity around this shit. Because it just seems like, I don't know, I was talking with Jacob, like, a few times, and we've talked about this, about, like, attention spans and things like that. People have completely lost their attention spans in relationship to just content in general.
Which made me rich. Those 10-second shorts makes you rich.
Right,
Holy shit.
but it's like, it's like, we're not developing any sort of, I don't even know how to say it, calm or like IQ. It's like we're just diverting attention just here. Like people, I'm talking about people who watch all this shit. Like very few people actually sit down and watch this entire podcast. A lot do, but not like most people consume it.
All of them watched it.
Well, the last one, the one with you.
Bots, right? It's bots because
No,
I'm
no.
just not funny and talented, right?
No, bro, that's not what I meant when
So
I said that.
when you were giving me 1,000 yard stare, you were looking at me like, close my door and get the fuck off. I knew it.
No.
My manager's like, why did you keep talking to him? I'm like, I was telling him that we're going to do 1 million views. And
Yeah.
he's like, I think he felt that something was different, that podcast. And I'm like, do you think that Bradley thinks it's going to bang? He's like, I don't know what he thinks. Because you're so hard to read when you're just like, yeah, John? Oh, yeah, maybe it'll do that many views. It was so cruel what you were doing to me. It was like, it wasn't like big dicking. It wasn't like, it was more like, I felt like the
Dog, this is hilarious.
I'm telling you, I felt like the meth head who's unwelcome.
You know what's
where
funny?
I overstayed my visit,
what's
but
funny?
I brought groceries. What the fuck?
You know what's funny? I was just tired. Dude. I was
No, it's
tired.
because I was looping. I said, you know, Brad, this is going to do this.
You were outside in front of my house. You were looping for sure. And I was also tired. And we did it. We talked for like, I don't know, almost 3 hours. I was fucking tired.
I've never, ever put in any podcast history, if I gave you 99%, let's say, I've been usually giving people like 65. Because when I finished that, I was, Brad, I killed the mammoth. And did you see how I didn't let 1 second of dead air, 1 second of boring, I was like, I know Bradley's never going to talk to me again. So I'm going to make 10 podcasts in one. And at one point you start talking, I'm like, no. This is my shit. This is my last time visiting. And then you said, hey, shut the fuck up. What I'm about to say ruins our friendship. But it's so honest. It's so honest that he's going to forgive me. I'm going to be naked. You're going to see my soul right now.
Okay.
I
love this
hand on Jesus Christ Almighty. The first thing I thought when you said, hey, right? The first thing I thought was, oh my God, he's not a live streamer.
He's not a live streamer?
Yeah.
Okay.
As in, you're not one of us. As in, that's not live. And you're not going to post the whole thing. I thought, like how YouTubers like, we're not posting the Zherka episode.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, oh, instead of thinking I disrespected your home and I said, flat earth, you have to. I was like going crazy, which is, by the way, if someone did that in my house, I'd be like, what the fuck? And the whole internet thought you're the bad guy. Bro, because you know why they thought that? They thought we're friends. Like, you just met me seconds before that.
Yeah.
It was a stranger talking about and cook. So in your head, you're like, what the fuck is he doing? Now I'm charming, right? Now you know I'm just on all. No, they don't. But when you said that, the only thing in my head was, if he doesn't post this fucking episode, I have his address and I'm about to literally become the nightmare to this guy. And I'm like, because everyone asked me, they're like, were you thinking of punching him? All I saw was the next upload, Bradley and Fousey, right? No Zherka. That's all I saw in that split second. And when I told my twin brother and my family and stuff, they're like, you're disgusting. Because you knew you were doing me a favor platforming me when I was going crazy. And then I felt guilty for months. And then I would type it like I was on, because I always have to, I leaked it here, but I would type it and then I would delete it. We had that 1 hour, 2 hour phone call.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like deep and emotional, right? And then we started FaceTiming. No, we didn't do that.
We started FaceTiming. It was
Did
a
we?
FaceTime. It was a FaceTime. But we did a FaceTime because the reason why
We did a FaceTime, but it's up here. Like you're seeing my eyeball, right?
Yeah, well, some random person texted me, this is Zherka's new number, and I was like, bullshit. So then I FaceTimed you to make sure it was you and not some random fucking kid.
Yeah. And
You started saying weird shit to me. I didn't understand that.
really?
Yeah,
What'd I
saying,
say?
like, just like
You're doing it again, the 1,000-yard stare. Like
no, you were saying some
he's
weird
treating
shit.
me like he's just meeting me for the first time again. Why do you
You
keep
were
doing
saying
that?
some weird shit to
You're
me.
sneako, bro.
No,
We're
what the
friends,
fuck?
bro. What did I say weird
gonna
to you?
abandon me
We had
for
a great,
fucking
we had
Fousey?
the best 2 hour conversation. Why is it negative? How did you recall it negative? We had a great
No,
conversation.
I'm saying you said some weird shit when I first got on the phone.
What did I say?
You talked about my eyebrows.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
What?
You did. You did. You don't remember that?
What did I say? Like,
You got really nice eyebrows because I had the phone here, and I was like, what the fuck? are you
no,
talking
I
about?
was on FaceTime. You weren't.
How could you be on FaceTime and I'm not on FaceTime at the same time?
So I called you and I said, your eyebrows are ugly?
No, you said my eyebrows are nice.
Bro, this is slander. You bring the lie detector, bring the Bible.
Freak!
Are you fucking joking me? You're gonna tell 1 million people are thinking
I'm
I'm
fucking with you, dog.
and it kills
I
me
just
because
had
the
to see
eyebrows
it.
look good.
I
Right?
just-
Mine are hairy.
I just had to see you. I had to see what you.
You know, when he said that, all I could stare at was the eyebrows. I'm like, fuck, he got me. I probably said some. I probably
You're like,
just,
damn, those bitches are nice.
I want to say, hey, I want to apologize. Instead of being like, oh, I disrupted you. Whoa, what the fuck?
It's okay. You got it. Keep going.
Hello, there's a gun to my head. Fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I needed that. You know I'm his biggest fan. I can do that.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was
Remember when he
that was artful.
Remember when he said, I already gave you the address to the fucking cops.
I felt bad, man.
No, those cops are stupid.
Yeah,
bro.
I felt bad.
Right? But his life's like a movie.
Honestly,
When he said, my life's like a movie.
bro.
And the one funny cop, right? He's like, you know who I am? I'm famous. He's like, that's cool. That fucking cop is the greatest soundbite ever. But what was I saying? On that phone call, I want to apologize. I was like, I should tell him. My first thought was not, I've been to 1 million people's homes. And if I like walk, let's say, on somewhere I'm not supposed to, immediately I feel shame. Like as an Albanian, you were the only human that I was thinking of like, he's not uploading it. He's mad now.
No.
And so I was like, that's the first time I was like, I am turning into those LA clout people. You know, like the least genuine thing.
Because you wanted the video so bad.
No, because I spent 1 week with my team freaking out that Bradley is going to take the biggest risk. You know how many big channels didn't? And then when you did that, everyone came after me. I was a white girl, an orgy. Every YouTuber would get on my shit, but you were the brave one because your content isn't to like dig like Fresh Fit. So that makes more sense that they took me.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about how I kind of finessed my way in there.
What, Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
Which is
After.
Let's finish this
Right.
up.
Look, I climbed up the Fresh Fit. No, I'm kidding. But check this out. By the way, I was going to, this is what I was trying to remember. I love Martyn and Fresh are the most genuine people. Every party I went to, even when I didn't have status and clout, they would abandon the girls, shake my hand, stay with me. I've never seen that treatment from YouTubers. Now that I'm a rock star, I walk in a party, hey, Zherka. The most genuine people I've ever met are portrayed. They portray themselves and are portrayed wrong. Like Martyn, when you watch what media says about him, then you listen to Martyn, I used to think he's those guys who like big dick you. You know, the red pill guys? When I give Martyn a business idea, this guy has no ego. He goes, let's do it. And in my head, you know how red pill guys are like, actually, John, I have a better one. You're not going to lead this. If he feels you're being more creative, let's do it. Even when I had no followers, and it worked. Like, but Martyn, Fresh, Sneeko, the most genuine fucking creators on earth. I mean, Sneeko's so genuine that he'll let you fuck his girl. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I can't fix this
Stop,
fridge.
bro. Just fucking.
I love shooting at like a brother, like he's my twin.
Damn it, dude. You could have just left it without that part.
Well, yeah.
It's okay. I make fun of him for that too sometimes. I say,
you know, the story's blown out of proportion because he was fucking a bitch.
Well, also
it was a swinger, like they split. It wasn't like him fucking with 3D goggles on.
Also, like he never had to tell that story too, which is an important part. He didn't have to. He told the story just like to fucking share it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's just
Sneeko. If I did that, I could never be on camera because the story would be in my head. So what I do is I leak it, let the internet attack me, adapt, overcome, improvise. Sneeko didn't even think about it. Like, fuck it, have it. Have all the ammunition. I've never seen someone do that. But man, was it some bad advice. I think everyone should go through this. Remember you said that?
Oh, yeah. That's not.
But when you watch it, he was doing this. He had a mic. He was doing a comedic bit. The whole thing. I'm saying, no, it was the truth. He was traumatized.
Yeah.
But he was in comedy mode. So when he said everyone should try this, it was all jokes, that part. See how I cover for my boy?
That was good, dude. That was solid.
No, I meant that. But check it out.
Where are you going?
I'm going home. I'm having a horrible day. Fousey slapping children that are legal
I feel like I'm
age.
letting Adderall talk right now. This is hilarious.
There's so much shit that happened with Fousey. I'm trying to go chronologically. When he slapped the kid,
Okay.
he then spat on his yard. Wasn't that fucking awesome?
What do you mean spat?
I watched this like 100 times in a row.
I didn't watch
it.
the whole. I watched clips. I didn't see that part.
You're not G7.
I guess I'm not G7, man.
I can't watch the whole.
I can't watch the whole.
But
thing.
it's Fousey.
I
So
know,
even when Fousey's being boring, he goes, "Oh my god, I don't know what we're gonna." It's so funny.
Yeah, I watch bits and pieces. I watch clips. I can't watch the whole thing.
Fousey is the greatest entertainer because he's just a weed smoking liberal white woman that is having a bad day, but she feels hot. And then he turns into the Muslim racist dad and slaps the shit out the neighbor's kid. It's like you're getting the male and female content. It feels like he's like, there's a trinity, right? There's the male, Yusuf, and the female, Fousey, and then whatever voice.
So he has it all.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
For years, I've never even joked that someone's more entertaining than me. He shit on me.
Well, you know what's funny? Sneeko was talking about this when I had this conversation about like real life just being more entertaining than content that we try to create.
What do you mean?
We were having a conversation about how real life is just more entertaining than the content that like people will try to make.
Not at all.
You don't think so?
If you're comparing to Fousey, because Fousey is, hey, let's script it, Bradley. You push me, I push you. You push me, you push me, I push you. I'm on drugs. It's like you don't know where it'll go with Fousey. You always need.
But he's not on drugs, though. He's just on fucking whatever is antidepressants and some marijuana.
If someone tells me they're not sleeping, I don't care if they're sober. I immediately assume they're on drugs. Like I treat it as the same state. Like when there's guys who didn't sleep and they'd come to the nightclub, and you could tell it's like they hear shit, they're hallucinating a bit. Have you ever gone a few days without sleep?
Yeah, not sleeping.
I treat it just like drug addicts. I don't give a fuck if you're sober. You're gonna be irritable and you're gonna slap my son. You're gonna slap my son, Fousey.
Yeah, your son, Jack Doherty.
By the way, Jack, I talk shit when I get my ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie, I keep talking, even when they're walking away and I'm left in blood. But it's because I engage, I intercept the fight. Jack does not engage in the fight, so he can't talk shit. He keeps talking shit to Fousey, but he won't fight him. And man,
He should have just cracked him.
why won't you fight a dude 48 pounds heavier than you? Like, what are you, a pussy?
He should have just cracked him. Saw what really happened.
No, but Jack.
I'm over here encouraging violence and shit.
No. This is all
Bad.
comedy, right?
Yeah.
All right? If you want to see real comedy, Fousey's the greatest, dude. But to me, it was weird that like that kid never learned his lesson. Just today with the Island Boys, they released a video. They're choking the life out of him for talking shit. So he talks shit to everyone.
That's got to be fake. At this point, it's got to be fake then because they know it went up.
It's not fake when it's Island Boys are on drugs.